Imagine a machine watching every single player at the World Cup. Not the highlights, not the goals, every step, every sprint, every awkward landing after a header. Now imagine that machine predicting, before it happens, that a player is about to get injured. That is not science fiction. That is the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Football has always had a problem with injuries. The World Cup makes it worse. Players arrive exhausted from 9 months of club football. They then play high-intensity knockout matches every 4 days. The travel alone across 3 countries this year covers thousands of miles. The human body was not designed for this. Coaches used to manage this with instinct, experience, and the occasional spreadsheet. That era is over. FIFA partnered with Lenovo to give all 48 teams access to a system called Football AI Pro. This is not just an analysis tool. It is a generative AI assistant trained on over 2,000 football-specific metrics, pulling from decades of match data. In theory, every team gets the same analytical firepower as the richest federation on the planet. In practice, Sierra Leone now has access to the same injury prediction models as France. Let that sink in. Here is where it gets interesting. Wearable sensors on players track muscle activation, joint angles, and fatigue levels in real time. The AI does not wait for a player to break down. It flags the warning signs before they become a problem. A midfielder who is decelerating 2% slower than their baseline speed. A winger whose hamstring load is creeping up across consecutive training sessions. A goalkeeper whose movement patterns suggest early-stage muscle fatigue. Humans miss these signals. The machine does not. The Adidas Trionda Match Ball adds another layer. It contains a sensor spinning at 500 measurements per second, capturing every touch, every impact, every flight path. Combined with 1-second 3D body scans of all 1,248 players at this tournament, FIFA is essentially building a digital twin of every athlete on the pitch, a virtual copy that updates in real time. You know the type of data that Formula 1 teams use to monitor their cars mid-race. That is now happening to footballers. Some national teams went even further. Argentina, France, Morocco, and the United States secured separate partnerships with Google Gemini specifically for injury prevention and tactical planning. Argentina announced theirs in March 2026. The Gemini logo appeared on their training kits. Whether you like it or not, artificial intelligence now has a place in the dugout. The bigger question is whether it actually works. Football AI Pro delivered pre- and post-match reports to teams across this tournament. Reports that previously ran to 60 pages of raw data now arrive as clean, natural language answers that any coach can query directly. Ask the system if your striker is at risk of a hamstring issue before Sunday. It tells you. Ask it to show you how the opposition presses from corners. It generates a 3-dimensional simulation. This sounds simple. It is not. This took decades of data science to build. The 2026 World Cup has 104 matches. More games means more physical stress. More physical stress means more injury risk. FIFA knew this going in. The entire AI infrastructure is partly a response to that concern. Protect the players, protect the spectacle, protect the investment. In theory, a tournament without Messi going down with a thigh strain in the quarterfinal. In practice, we will find out. What we do know is this. Football is no longer just watched by fans and scouts. It is being watched by machines that see things no human eye can catch, process things no human brain can compute, and predict things no human coach would dare to claim they saw coming. The game has not changed, but the way we understand it has changed completely. If you found this interesting, you know what to do, because this is only the beginning of how AI is going to reshape football as we know it. You are welcome.